to today's Pick Your Deck reading. The title of this video is Who Will I Marry? So I want you to take a couple seconds and focus and close everything out of your mind and just focus on the cards here and choose the crystal that stands out to you the most. There you have it. For group one, if you chose group one, the stone that you chose is a green Amazonite. And I'll give you a quick little bit of information about this stone. This is a projective stone, and the planet that rules this is Mercury, and which makes this the element air sign. This is known to be a Gemini birthstone, and the magical powers of this stone, mental powers, eyesight, money, peace, luck. The green color tells us that it's useful for calming troubled emotions and speedy healing. This is also known as just an all-around luck stone. So group one, who will I marry? Let's see what the cards have for you. Okay, here. I think. Oh, I'm doing this so it can face you, so that's right. Okay, all of this is right. All right, here we go. So the first card we have, which will represent you, group one, is the Truth card, the higher self. I get the feeling that you are in a very peaceful place of stability. That things that you used to worry about are gone away. It's kind of sort of like you've just turned the chapter and kind of like you started a whole new life is the feeling that I get from this card right here, which will represent you. And the next cards I have, the next card which they're telling me to go to is the Nine of Ariel card here. And it says, your dreams are fulfilled, hard work leads to great success, a love for the beautiful things in life. And this card tells me that you've been in dreamland. You've been dreaming of this love for a while. You haven't actually been dating. You've just kind of been in la la land. You've been watching romantic comedies and like, I want to love like that. You've been seeing couples on the street and you're just saying, oh, I would like something like that. So for the last couple months, you've been imagining what this love will feel like. And the next card it brings me to, which is the Star card. Notice the number 17 here. I'm hearing this is very important for you. So this is like an angel number for you, and they're saying that you've probably seen that number come up a couple times, the 1 and the 7. And this card is a dream comes true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. And so for you, when they say the end of a difficult situation, this is not a recent end of a difficult situation. I feel like these were multiple difficult situations, at least two. I'm getting like difficult relationships that happened in the past, and you've now completely healed from those relationships, and you're like coming into your own. You're not the same person that you were in those relationships. And this card is saying that because of that, you are now going to attract the things that you've been dreaming about. And so I'm going to move on to the Move Your Body card, because they're saying that you can't you need to get up and move, because they're telling me that the person that you're going to attract that is going to marry you is a person that is out and about. So you're not going to meet them on a dating app. You're not even going to meet them through a friend or family. You're literally going to meet them out and about. So you need to go out and be a little bit more social and enjoy activities around your neighborhood, because they're telling me that with this particular group, that the person that you will attract is currently living somewhere in your vicinity. Like, you won't have to travel. So that's why they're saying don't worry about the dating apps and the internet and all of that other stuff, or even social media, because the person that you're going to meet is literally right around you. And so the next card we have is this light card, which you've noticed is in reverse. And they're telling me that the reason why this light card is in reverse is because of missed opportunities. They're saying that because you've healed so much, you've kind of been a little hyper vigilant. So you've kind of shielded yourself from these social activities that are going on right here. And this is why you've been missing the light that's literally right in front of you. And the next card we have is the suffering and silence, which these two actually, well, you'll see they all go together, but these two actually go together, because you're shielding yourself and you're missing these opportunities. You're like punishing yourself. And this is not conducive or very productive to this, which you've been dreaming about. So basically, these two cards tell me that you've kind of been putting a block in your own way of finding this person who is literally right in your neighborhood. And so the next card we're going to go to is the fertility card. And this card represents a lot of things, but for this particular group, this card represents the birth of a different type of love. And if you are a female who is wanting to date a male, they're telling me that this card represents the male figure as being very strong and very family oriented. He is very what is the word? Give me 2 seconds and he is very much of a patriarch, even though like he hasn't formed a family of his own quite yet, or maybe depending on age range, because if you are over the age of 35, this person will have a child or two. If you are under the age of 35, this person will have no children. But he is very much the caretaker of especially his immediate family. Not so much the extended family, but he is very much the caretaker of his immediate family. I feel like he had to grow up very quickly, so he had to learn the ways of the world very quickly. He had to adjust very quickly, and this also gives him a lot of strength, and in the outside world too, because this makes him a natural born leader. And if you are a man searching for, if you're in this group and you're a man and you're searching for a female, or a female searching for a female, it's kind of a little bit of the same thing, but a little bit more demure in a way, because she is ballsy yet quiet. She tends to make very big decisions very methodically and very quickly, but very quietly. So she is very calm under pressure and very, very, very nurturing. I feel like she's the type of person you need on your team in any type of, like very stressful situation, because for some reason her presence just like eases the stress in every situation. And so the next card is movement, choices, and decisions, which is in reverse for you. And this is saying that they're telling me because male or female, when you meet this person, there's going to be some stagnicity coming from you, not the other person. Because I feel like when you meet the other person, this person, they're actually going to be ready for the relationship that you've dreamed about. But you right here and these two, and you kind of like don't believe it's real, but I'm here. You really need to get out of your head with this and know that when the prince or princess show up, you need to understand that it is real, because you do not want another missed opportunity. And the next card is the spiritual support. So this person, man or woman, is extremely, extremely spiritual. And they will always support you emotionally with their spirituality. They're a very uplifting type of person. I get stoic, both male and female. They're not loud. They're very quiet. They're the people that you would see in the corner at a party. You know, like they're interesting, but they're not boisterous. And they're very grounded. And they're telling me that this is good for you, because in the space and time that you guys meet, I feel like you'll have a lot going on, especially because of this right here. You'll have a lot going on, and this person will be able to ground you and help you remove these fears and let you know that the situations that happened before are not going to happen again, because you've actually learned your lesson. And the next and last card I have for you guys in group 1 is the 5 of Raphael card. And it is in reverse, if you notice, but I'm hearing that this is a good thing for you. And it says, everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search of the silver lining. And they're telling me that these two cards go together. They're telling me that this person will help you release this. Like, you've done a lot of work, but there's some underlying issues or underlying blockages. I'll use that word. They're underlying blockages, and they're telling me that's why you chose this, because there are blockages in the heart area. And because this is a green stone, this will represent the heart chakra. And so this all makes sense now. And so they're saying that this person, and also look at how this card is green. So they're saying that this person is going to help you with those residual fears that you have left over, because I'm hearing that all of you guys in this particular group has had someone to just leave them without announcement. Like, they just up and disappeared and you couldn't find them anymore. And this is very traumatic for you. And even though you got over this, you still have a fear that whoever comes will jump up and leave you. And what this is telling me right here, of course, because this is the who will I marry, this union, it will actually be a lifelong union. This will be a death do you part union, whether the marriage stays intact or not. You two will be in each other's lives for the rest of your lives. This person will help you emotionally. And the thing is, they're telling me to go back to this card, because these particular blocks kind of block you from your higher self. And so with this person being so spiritual, this union will become extremely spiritual. And I kind of feel like of course it is. This union is literally ordained by God. This is not like a karmatic energy or anything. This union is literally ordained by God in love and faith. So, like, this actually makes me happy because I feel like you two will make each other better, because as I said before, that this person is kind of stoic and quiet, and you're not stoic and quiet. You're not loud, but you're lively. So you'll kind of help them get out of their cocoon, and they will help you get rid of this right here, like all the way. And so that was a positive reading. And again, they're telling me to end with reminding you to go out and move yourself, and remind you that this person literally is around you in your area. I'm really getting the gist of like social activities like working out, or like group crafting activities, like doing a meetup group. I really feel like you will meet this person in doing some sort of a group activity. And I feel like you don't have to like know the group or anything. You could just show up and do whatever these group activities are. But you really need to get into looking into group activities in your area and join in and have fun, because this for you represents more than one thing. It represents you getting out of this place so you can get to all of this right here, which is so good. And they're also telling me to bring this back up and to let you know that all of your daydreaming, all of your wishing, all of that was heard by God. And God made a list for you to bring you this perfect person. Well, not perfect, no one's perfect, but to bring this blessed union is the word I'll use. So that was for you, group 1. I hope that this reading resonated with you. Please make sure that you leave comments and let me know how this helped you. Make sure you like my page, and I look forward to doing a reading for you guys again. Bye, group 1. Hi, group 2. Thanks for watching. So if you chose this group, you chose the red jasper stone. And this stone means, let's see, this is a projective stone, which is ruled by the planet Mars and the element of fire. So if you are a fire sign, this is a good stone for you to carry. And just a little bit of history for you. This stone used to be carved with images of lions and archers to protect against sickness, and actually to heal fevers. So there you go. That's your stone, the red jasper. So here we go. Who will I marry? Let's see what we have here. Is this not this? And do like that. Yes, there we go. And there. And here. All right, group 2. So the card that we have to actually represent you is the Suffering card, the Divine Teacher's card. And for you, I am getting that there has, in the love arena here, there's been a lot of fire, is what they're telling me. Like there's been a lot of romantic relationships that started out as like with this great spark or this great firework, but then they all like quickly fizzled out. And then I feel like, not that you're suffering, but the fact that you don't understand why these situations fizzled out so quickly, that it leaves, that you like kind of cocooned yourself a little bit. And so the first card we have is the Four of Ariels, and if you notice, it is in reverse for you. And what it says is, when you give, you also receive. Be resistant to being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. So for yes, this for you this is about love and money, because they're telling me that in these relationships that you and or the other party, but most likely you, were very selfish when it came to financial things, anything that had to do with coins. So whether it was paying for dates or paying the bills, you were very stingy about this in the relationship. And so we're going to go to the next card, which is the Two of Ariel for you, right side up, of course. And it says, it's important to have balance, working multiple jobs and or projects at once, making work fun. And they're saying that you've kind of learned this lesson a little bit about balancing the financials in a relationship. They're saying that you've learned that it's not always about give me, give me, give me, but it's also too about what you give in the relationship, and that you understanding that, because they're telling me that you've looked at money and finances differently than what they're supposed to be looked at in a relationship. Like finances are just a source, like they're not what makes the relationship, and you've actually chose to look at relate like if the person didn't have X amount of dollars or couldn't do X, 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 and X, then yeah. But they're saying you've learned your lesson in this, and I feel like the way you learned your lesson is that the tables were flipped on you in a relationship, and that you actually became the one that the person was like, gimme, gimme, gimme. And it's kind of sort of like it was a mirror, and you saw yourself. And those relationships are called karmatic relationships, because those relationships are drawn to you to teach you these lessons, so you can actually move on to a spread like this, like who will I marry? So, the next card we have for you is the crown chakra, which is in reverse. And the reason why this card is in reverse, and they're telling me like this whole thing is about money with you. And they're telling me that your crown chakra has been blocked for a very long time, because for you money has been the ruler instead of spirituality and heart and love. And even with this, learning this, there's still an unbalance here, which is why this card came up in reverse. There's still an unbalance between the way you look at money and your actual spirituality. And so the next card, they're telling me to jump here, and then we'll go back here. So the next card for you is the change and transition card. And it says, thank you, Azrael, for leading me safely through this change. And they're saying that, like, I feel like this is current. This is like literally what you're going through right now is a transitional stage where you're actually merging the two. You're actually really learning the balance. You're learning the balance, because I feel like before you were learning a different type of balance with money, but now you're learning the balance between money and spirituality. And you're learning that money doesn't rule everything, that sometimes you need to have that faith in the situation over having the actual money. And so I'm gonna go over here to this one for you, and it says honor your beauty. And I feel like in this change and transition, you've actually gotten to see yourself, and you actually realize that the amount in your bank account is not what makes you beautiful, that it's you yourself. And I really like, this is both a male and female energy here, of course. And I feel like for the men that are watching this and searching for women in group 2, that your ego has subsided a lot. And I also get the feeling that there are less bro nights happening with you and more like Netflix nights happening with you. And if you are a female, I kind of feel the same way, that the circle that you had, whether it was big or not, has become dense and a little denser in the last few months. And that's really because of this change. It's because you're starting to honor yourself and your spirituality over your bank account, which they're telling me that because you've allowed money to be a ruler, you've done well financially, even though there's been hiccups, but you've done pretty well with yourself financially. And here we go with your this card, and this card represents the other party, and the other party is the mental conflict in reverse. And they're telling me that this person was once like you. And I always, with the mental conflict card, is even though it can represent different things according to the type of reading, but one thing it always represents is the battle between the head and the heart. And I feel like for this partner, especially if you're a female looking for a male, and if this represents a male for you, or male looking for a male, but if this represents a male partner for you, this person is coming out of a place of darkness because they allowed themselves to live by ego for such a long time. And I feel like recently they've had a jolt, like something happened to make them realize that they can't live by ego anymore, and they've allowed themselves to subside the ego, even though the ego is still there, like they're still working, because I feel like this is a work in progress, and they're still working, but they've subsided, and they're more into their heart than they ever were. And I feel like that's why you two are attracting each other, because you both are in this place right here where you're both learning the inner parts of yourself. And so I really feel that this connection is a karmatic connection, and I feel like you both are going to help each other go through the rest of these changes. And the next card is the Prosperity Begins card, and they're telling me that you yourself are going to love this card. And they're saying that, but this for you is not about money. This is actually about love and emotion, and this actually represents both of you. So, and then when I do that, I want to put these three together here. Move this one out the way. I'm going to put these three together here, and this card represents, kind of like adds on to this, because you're learning this and they're learning this, and you're removing yourself from this, you're allowing this. And it's not just for you, like this won't just come to you alone. You actually need this person to attract this. And again, this is not financial prosperity. This is like emotional prosperity, because they're telling me that this relationship gives you both a sense of freedom, because it's telling me that for a very long time you both have lived a life as your false selves, and that this transition is allowing you both to find your true selves. And when you connect and you come even closer to allowing your true self to be free, this is the prosperity that comes with that. And they say that this union actually happens really, really quickly, which is why we get the Rejoice and Celebration card, because I feel like as soon as you guys meet, and it's like it's an immediate attraction. So it's like as soon as you guys meet, there's a celebration right after, which of course, well, who am I going to marry? This is a marriage. This is a marriage ceremony. It's going to happen really, really quickly. And there are going to be a lot of people on both sides to celebrate the union. There won't be any naysayers of this union, because people will realize that you two actually make each other better than you've ever been before. So like I feel like there's been drama in the past with you and people like judging your unions or your relationships, but you won't have any of that with this particular marriage or relationship. And then the last card I have for you, group 2, is the Wheel, Archangel Jermel, and it says new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. And this union offers you both happiness like you've never seen before. And once you two unite and this happens, there's going to be a big move. There's going to be a big move. I feel like if not cross country, cross a few states. Like, you're going to leave the area that you met in and be in another area. And this is only going to cultivate this right here. This is only going to help you to change even more. Because I feel like again, I'm going to go back and say, you two are going to make each other better. And I'm even going to go further and say that this person is going to help you, the person watching this, step into their purpose. Like, I feel this relationship is like really going to lead to some very awesome, amazing things for you personally, not only just in the relationship. So this was your spread, group 2. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please comment if this reading in. This is the Who Will I Marry pick your deck reading, and this is for group 3. And if you chose group 3, you chose the Tiger Eye stone here, which is a projective stone. The planet that rules this is the sun, and it's the element of fire, and it's also associated with gold. So this stone is like used for divination, money, protection, courage, energy. And this is a warm stone, so it promotes energy flow throughout the body whenever it's worn. So that again is the Tiger's Eye for group 3. And group Who Will I Marry? Okay, group 3, Who Will I Marry? This card right here represents you and where you are right now. And we have the celebration card, the joy, guys. And they're telling me that you are literally either on the cusp of completing something extremely awesome that you worked really hard for, or you just got finished. So whether it be like you just graduated from college, or you just got your master's, or you got a certificate in something, whatever it is, you literally, you're coming off of a huge life win right now. And so the next card we're going to have for you is the 9 of Raphael card here. And they want me to bring attention to the gentleman right here in the car and what he's holding. And look at this little green smoke that's coming up here. And it says, make a wish. Dreams become reality. A joyful time of life. And they're telling me that you've been working so hard on this that you've kind of like not thought about the love and relationship things so much because you've been so focused. And they say now you're done, you celebrated. It's time for you to start making wishes, to start dreaming about the person that you want, because they're telling me that as soon as you start dreaming, you literally open the universe up to bring you whatever it is that you're dreaming about. Like, they're telling me that this, as soon as you start and you let your little magic go in the air, they're saying the universe is waiting for you to do that. Because as soon as you do that, they're gonna take all this up and put it all together for you. The next card we have is the Infinity card for you, and it is in reverse, and it says, joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. And for you, this is a grounding card. And they're saying that you've been going through so much. You've been so busy. It's time to slow down and ground yourself and to get back into knowing yourself and who you are and what you believe and all those things, because you've been so busy trying to accomplish the professional you or the career part of you that you've kind of not done some self-care on the spiritual part of you. And they're saying now is the time to do that. Now you have a little bit more space to relax, and it's the time to do that. And the next card we're going to have for you is this card right here, which is the Live Your Joy in reverse. And this card very much goes with this card because of this, you've been so focused on what you can accomplish that you've kind of forgotten how to have fun. And they're saying, look, you've done the hard work. Let's go have some fun. And they're also saying, you can't meet anybody if you're not out having fun. And you have to be enjoying yourself and raise your vibrations so that when you start doing the dreaming, you like literally bring this person to you. And so we're going to go here. We're going to go here to this card right here, the Destiny card. Because even though you've done this right here, I feel like where life is taking you is not where you thought it would be. And there's a very good reason for that. And that's because of this. And they're saying in the Solitude in reverse card for you is actually really good because they want you to not be by yourself. They want you to be out and amongst the people, because not only is this a part of you meeting the person you're supposed to marry, but this is a part of your destiny. Like what you learn, like it's not going to go exactly the way you want it, but it was a reason for you to learn this, because you're literally about to walk into your destiny. And they're saying that this is a part of this. You need to start dreaming. This dreaming thing is real. I tell people all the time, daydreaming is a real job. I mean, well, you still have to actually leave your house or, get up and actually make money. But daydreaming helps you move further along way more quicker, because daydreaming is actually a form of talking to the universe. So the next card we have, which represents your actual person, and it's a spiritual strength. And they want me to bring here, and they want me to just tell you to notice how these greens all go together right now. And they're telling me green is a good color for you right now. But this person, they're saying, is very, very, very zen-like. Whether you're in search of a female energy or a male energy, this person is very zen-like. I get a creative, almost hippie vibe from this person. A few of them will have regular button-up suit and tie jobs, but when they come home, they're I get total hippie with this. I get someone who is very connected to the universe. They're very grounded. They have an extremely, extremely supportive group of people around them. They are very just connected. And the love around them is so huge. The energy that I get from this card, I want to know this person. This person is very, very good for you, especially because of all of this right here, because this person will help you ground yourself and to understand that it's a balance. It's a balance. You can do this, but you need to do this too. And this person is going to help you learn that. And so the next card we have, for you, and these cards are actually going to explain the relationship and the growth of the relationship. And so the first card we have of that is the heart chakra card, which is going to be in reverse. And I feel like you two, when you meet, it will be an unconventional meeting, and a friendship, a bond will form that won't be romantic. And that's why this card is in reverse. This is not a bad thing. This is just representing that when you two meet, it won't initially be romantic. And this is going to be good, because by the time you do move into the romance phase of this relationship, you two will be best friends. You will have shared a lot of things with each other before that moment even happens. And when that moment happens, they're telling me to tell you, more so you, to take a leap of faith. Because they're saying when this happens, they're saying you've been in a situation kind of like this before, so you're kind of hesitant a little bit, and you're like, I don't want to ruin this friendship. This person's really good. And they're saying, don't take the leap. Do it, because this person is your match. This person is supposed to be in your life. And the reason why you guys are going so slow, or the reason why the relationship will start off slow, is for the protection of both of you. Because again, they say, go back to this destiny card. This person will actually lead you into your destiny, and that takes time. So you need that friend, that strength, that groundedness to help you get here. And once you actually get to your full destiny, then you get here. And they're saying, don't be scared. Kiss them. Take it. Hug them. Love them. They're the right person for you. When you feel it, you feel it. And they don't block it. And the last card we have for the both of you is the 10 of Gabriel's card. And it says, ask your angels for helpful people to lighten the load, working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. And this goes for both of you in the union, because I feel like when it comes to professional wise, that in some way you two will be connected professionally, and that you will need to learn to hire people or delegate to other people so you guys can make sure that you have this love going on, that you keep it going. Because like this union is like, you guys will be connected in a lot of different ways, not just love and relationship, but also in business wise too, and making money together. And they're saying that you two will need to learn balance with that. And you will need, it's okay to ask for help. It's, because you two will always need to find spaces to ground yourselves, because I feel like both of you, because of, I get this helpfulness from you, because you guys all, like, both of you want to help people so much that you will tend to put yourselves and a relationship on the back burner. And this is a warning to not do that. This is actually letting you know it's okay. Once the relationship progresses, it's okay to get others involved professionally so you guys can deal with each other romantically. So this was the spread for you, group number 3. I really hope this resonated with you. Please comment any questions, or if this resonated with you, let me know how this reading was for you. Please like or subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you guys watching today. Thank you so much, group number 3. Bye.